Are you ready?
A Shot of Wrestling, episode 181. And wait, go.
Break your damn shot, boy. Is that the message you got? We about to go live. Are you ready to rock? So take a shot. Oh, so take a shot. Oh, yeah. I'm a street breaker. I'm a heartbreaker. This is my dawn. I'm a mold razor. Straight land into boy. About to sink and destroy. It's an SOW. Let me hear you make noise. Take a shot, boy. Is that the message you got? We about to go live. Are you ready to rock? So take a shot.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 181 of A Shot of Wrestling. I'm your host, at Marc J Puddy, joined by the Hollywood assassin himself, Marc Chouen. Marc, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing great as ever, my man. How you doing?
Not bad, not bad. It's a rough, long week. Happy it's come to an end.
You're always happy for the week to come to an end. I'm always bummed when it comes to an end.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I love what I do.
Oh, that's a huge difference between us then. Except for this. I look forward to the end of the week so I can be here in studio to do what I do best, this.
Yes. Yes, I'm always looking forward to being in the studio, actually.
But I've had a rough, really long week.
What's wrong, Puddy?
My new lady friend and I went on a third date.
Yeah?
That's it. Done. No more.
What happened?
So, ladies, my DMs are once again open, so make sure you slide into them at Marc J Puddy, and we'll take it from there. And then I think I was telling you off air, I had a colon and endoscopy, which sucked. Although, great sleep.
Oh,
I love those procedures. I just get knocked out, and one of the best. I'm not a good sleeper. It's great sleep.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you need a good sleep,
Michael Jackson was onto something.
just do what Puddy did.
Go see a doctor and make some stuff up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. That was my week. I'm happy it's over. Can't drink. So the sober podcast. You're not drinking as well. You're on a diet.
I'm on a keto diet.
So I think this is our first ever. Both people are sober in a podcast.
I know.
Let's see how the show goes.
That's actually been the shittiest part about my week. I'll say that.
No drinking.
The whole. I don't really drink during the week that much.
Oh, so I'm the alcoholic. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
I guess it's just me. Okay.
I've told you about that many times. No, but no carbs, no sugar. So I have a cheat day coming up this weekend. I'm definitely going to heavily capitalize on that.
What are you getting?
What am I getting? Whatever's in my sight.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a big Yonkers festival on Saturday. I'm going to venture out to that.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Now you're going to drink as well, or just eat?
I'm going to do both.
Okay. Party on.
Party on. And then Sunday right back to normal. And my new normal.
Yeah.
Until I get down to weight, man. That's I have a target weight, and then that's it.
So this can go on for another 2 months, but only until you reach your weight. So it's not like a 2 or 3 week thing.
No, it's going to be. The weight I'm going right now, the amount I'm losing weight per day. I should be hitting track on Wednesday.
Okay.
I should, depending how much weight I gain on Saturday.
Good luck.
Thank you. It sucks.
I've heard a lot about this diet, and that's what most people say. It sucks.
It really sucks.
Why this one? Not like Weight Watchers or Atkins?
Because I've done this before in the past. I had to lose a lot of weight really fast for a role, and I lost 30 pounds in 1 month doing this. So I know it's effective. I know how to do it.
Is it one of those fad things where the weight comes right back when you're done?
No, I know how to maintain.
Oh,
so I maintained for a while. It's just the honeymoon messed me up.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, enough rambling on. You ready to get into some wrestling news?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Watch your mouth.
Oh, whoa.
Watch your fucking mouth.
You don't tell me what to do.
It's time for In the News with Michael J. Puddy and Marc Chouen.
All right, Mark, did you watch NXT this week?
Of course I watch NXT.
That's a big news story. NXT debuted live on the USA Network. Now without the negatives, though, because it was announced Velveteen Dream, Arturo Rujas, and Kona Reeves have suffered injuries and are not cleared to compete.
No way.
Yeah. Kona Reeves was busted open during the pre-show dark match. It may have some orbital damage.
Oof. It takes a while for people to recover from that.
Arturo Rujas. Am I saying that right? Arturo Rujas?
Arturo Rujas?
Reporting these x-rays on his fingers. He's also on the not clear list.
Okay.
And Velveteen Dream was singing, quote-unquote, walking gingerly after his title match, and he is suffering from lumbar pain He's also been placed on the not cleared list.
Wow. During that match, phenomenal match, by the way.
Good match, yeah.
I was noticing that I thought for a second he might be injured.
That was pretty rough. He took some big bumps.
Huge bumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick recovery to them.
That's for the Velveteen Dream, that would be a big blow, especially when you're going to go head to head with AEW soon, because he's a major draw. I feel like for NXT.
It's just some lumbar pain, so hopefully just heating pad, maybe cryo chamber,
Icy hot.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll be back in time. We'll keep you updated. But speaking of NXT, we used to do this thing in a previous season. We went over the ratings. I haven't done that in a while. Let's get into some ratings. USA drew 1.179 million viewers. Show ranked number 4 on the night in cable, behind American Horror Story, Basketball Wives, and the Black Ink Crew. I don't know what that show is. NXT ranked number 19 in viewership for the night overall.
Okay.
Not decent.
Yeah, I feel like NXT is really for the hardcore fans in general, so I feel like that's actually pretty good for them.
They drew 1.179. To compare, Raw drew a 2.272 million, and SmackDown drew a 2.064 million.
Okay.
So they're within striking distance, right? Well, that's the first show. Should have any AEW premieres.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting to see.
Like I said, I think it was a big mistake because I could watch NXT the next day.
Right, especially now. Is the whole thing going to be on WWE Network, or is it just the second hour?
Second hour is just for these 2 weeks while Suits wraps up.
Right, but I'm talking about as far as when you're talking about watching it back the next day.
It's full 2 hours.
As far as going to be the full 2 hours.
Because the full 2 hours are going to be on USA, so I think it's going to be the full 2 hours.
Then what?
So why watch NXT over AEW?
I'm going to get to that later.
Oh, okay. Something to look forward to.
Yeah. I'm going to get that during our TV takedown.
So let's move on. In other news, Fox announced 2 new shows that will air before SmackDown debuts on Fox Friday, October 4th. They will air SmackDown's Greatest Hits on Friday, September 27th, which will be hosted by Charlotte Flair and The Miz. They'll also air WrestleMania's Legendary Moments on Sunday, the 29th, narrated by John Cena.
Huh.
They're really pushing this.
They really are pushing it hard.
Fox will also air a 30-minute blue carpet special the night it debuts, which also is the 20th anniversary show. That makes sense, but I just feel Fox is going to get really disappointed. They don't know what they're getting into. They're not going to pull the ratings they're expecting.
It's also a Friday night.
Yeah,
Who's really going to watch Friday night? Hell, we're wrestling fans. We can't really watch Friday night because we'll be doing the show.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I mean, good news is there's nothing on Friday night, so this is something to watch live, different every week.
For the
no reruns.
For the people that are not doing anything with their lives.
I don't know. We'll see. Let's just see how far this goes, and see when they stop promoting the show. Are they going to keep promoting it, or are they eventually going to give up and say,
I don't know. I just feel like Friday is a bad spot for them,
especially on a network. Ugh.
Right. Exactly.
I don't know how much their shows pull in this season.
There's a reason. I'm sorry to cut you off. There's a reason why you don't hear about hit shows on Friday nights. There's a reason for that.
You're absolutely right.
Like, name the last time you watched like a hit show on a Friday night.
Crickets.
Right, crickets.
That's also,
you know why? Because you're going out getting fucking drunk and going out with your friends on Friday nights. That's what you're doing. That's what I did.
That's also, I think it still is to this day, but that when a show gets moved to Friday nights,
it's the kiss of death.
Yeah. Take care. Bye.
And you're starting off like that. It's a dumb move by Fox.
Well, Friday used to be a big show. TGIF used to be a family night. Then family television kind of went the way of the dinosaur.
Right.
And so we'll see what happens. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not looking too optimistic about this.
Yeah, neither am I. They are investing a lot. They're pushing it hard. But seriously, you can push it as much as you want. It's just a shitty spot.
So see what's up. Other news. You hear about Big Cass? What happened to Big Cass?
Oh, but he got kicked out.
Yeah.
Which wrestling promotion was it?
WrestlePro.
WrestlePro. There you go. Thank you.
Some details came out. He was booked on the event, although he wasn't advertised to be on this show. Interesting, because he was a surprise return.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
He was described as aggressive and very erratic. He confronted Joey Janela, some kind of a revenge with that whole
with him and Enzo. Yeah.
Okay. Never talent backstage tried to calm him, but things escalated really quickly. Apparently, then he got into a verbal altercation with the leaving Pat Buck, and even spat in his face. Pat Buck punched him in the face and took him down.
And then kicked him out.
So there goes, I guess, Big Cass's return to WWE rumors, because now Buck has come to the WWE, so I'm sure he has some say.
Oh, of course.
Police were called. They took him to the hospital. He issued an apology via Enzo Amore's social media. Joey Janela released a statement on Twitter. Big mess. Everybody's trying to move on, but This is not the first time we've heard negative things about Big Cass.
I don't know what's up with him. Like, I don't know. I feel like we are still missing bits and pieces of this story.
Well, there's 3 sides to every story.
Exactly. But yeah, it's definitely not a good look for Big Cass or Enzo for that matter, because they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
You know, Big Cass talking about, yeah, it's true that WWE and him have been in talks. I really don't believe it.
Okay.
At all. Like, you know, show me who you walk with and I'll tell you who you are.
That's deep.
You know, and he's walking with Enzo Amore. And WWE wants nothing to do with Enzo, obviously, because of all the shit that he's done. It's still, I feel like, too soon for him to come out, oh, I'm changed, blah, 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 whatever. It's like, it's too soon. No one changes overnight.
What was that quote again you said?
Tell me who you... Oh, I see where you're going. Show me you walk with and I'll tell you who you are.
Okay, that's all I wanted. I wasn't saying anything about Batista, whatever. Cass did end his apology with, and I quote, "When and if I reemerge as a public figure, it'll be in good faith, and I hope to inspire those who struggle with some same mental health issues I do. If Tyson Fury can do it, so can I. Remember, I ain't dead, and neither are you." So good luck to him. That's all we can see, right? Good luck to him.
Yeah, good luck to him. I mean, whatever shit he's going through right now, he has to take care of it if he wants to recover with his career.
Amen. That's the only thing we can do. So
yeah,
quick recovery to him. Best of luck.
Even if it means taking like a break from wrestling and just focusing on his own shit, then I would say do that. And same with Enzo.
Absolutely.
But Enzo is like the Antonio Brown of wrestling. So,
moving on real quick. Talked about it last week. The whole commentary shakeup that's coming.
Yes. Did you get the call?
No, not yet. Did
I
you?
got the text.
Son of a bitch. You're nothing without me, so good luck.
I'm kidding. I just wanted to see your face.
We talked about how Corey Graves and Michael Cole are going to go to SmackDown, allegedly.
It sounds like this is going to be a thing.
Well, WrestleVotes on Twitter is reporting that the Raw commentary will be comprised of completely new names, and your Raw announce team for the flagship show will be Vic Joseph and Dio Madden.
I refuse to believe that this is going to be true. Like, how can you, again, as you call it, the flagship show, which it is.
Yeah, everyone calls it that. Yeah.
It's one of the longest running shows in television.
Weekly episodic.
Weekly episodics. Thank you. And you're going to have these two guys going to be the voices of Raw? I feel like they haven't really proven that much yet to do that.
Did Corey Graves until he was given that shot?
Yeah, on NXT.
Was he announced? I wasn't sure.
Yeah. No, he was doing NXT for a while, and Corey Graves is very good.
Well, you guys have been doing announcing on 205 Live and other shows.
Yeah, but I feel like 205 is a different product, though. 205 is just
different audience.
It's different audience. It's more focused on in-ring, not necessarily storyline, and not necessarily for a wider audience. I mean, the people who watch the Cruiserweight division to 205 Live, it's a very small audience.
They have good voices, can tell a story. Does it matter who the voices?
It does.
Okay.
It definitely does. You know, we, not to toot our own horns, but we get a lot of props from the wrestlers that we've called their matches for, because like they say, hey man, usually I turn the commentary on mute, but I actually like listening to you guys. You guys tell the story. Thank you.
We were unknowns.
Yeah,
maybe these guys will do it.
Maybe, I don't know, but
maybe these guys will be the Michael J Puddy and Marc Chouen of the WWE.
That's funny. But you know, to answer your question, I mean, does it matter? Yes, it does. It matters a lot, because like, you know, not for nothing. I mean, Raw is 3 hours. I'm a busy guy. I'm not
sure.
I'm not really keeping my eye on the television screen the whole time. I'm doing shit. But you know, if I'm hearing the commentary and something's catching my attention, I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to watch. So that's on commentary.
I want to give them a shot. See how they are storytelling wise, and that's whatever. Seems like they're going to make SmackDown the flagship show now because everyone's going to SmackDown. But
yeah,
good luck to them.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all we can say.
Exactly.
And again, if they suck, dial it up 619-343-3005. Me and Mark are waiting.
But it's also a rumor. We don't necessarily know if it's true. That's why I'm not putting too much weight into this right now, because I feel like if it's one name, that's one thing. If it's two guys that are relatively new, I don't necessarily think that's a good move.
Finally, Mark, in other news, hearts are broken all over the world. Tori Wilson tied the knot to her longtime partner, Justin Tupper.
Are you okay, man?
I'm okay. I'm not too bad, but I know people who are a little upset.
I mean, Tori Wilson is a beautiful woman.
Beautiful, America's sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
They got married in a private ceremony in Sedona, Arizona, which also featured their dogs, much like yours did, right?
No, not really. I mean, yes and no. It was cardboard cutout.
Any advice for the newlyweds?
Any advice? Just keep doing what you've been doing. Don't let anyone interfere with your shit. And what got you to the dance? keep doing that.
Great advice. Great
From
advice.
my 2 months of marriage experience.
That's all the news we got this week, Mark. Let's do some TV takedown.
Woo!
It's time for this week's TV Takedown.
Let's get into this TV takedown. Mark, the floor is yours.
All right, so you're touching on NXT before, and I really have to talk about NXT right now. So yeah, 1 million viewers, respect.
1.1, not bad.
1.1, okay. Here's my thing about NXT, right? So for the 1 hour, it was on USA, and I have to say, phenomenal in-ring action.
Yeah, great job.
Oh my God! It from bell to bell, just lights out action. It was great. Now, I actually forgot that was going on to WWE Network the second hour.
Yeah.
And the way it ended on USA Network, it just seemed like it ended. Like, that's it. Because that was a good ending, actually. If anything, like, title changed hands, the Undisputed Era, all four of the guys, they're champions now. So cool send-off, and that's it. Whoops. WWE Network has the second hour. No one's going to switch over.
No, nobody. I think they did that because they wanted to grab people who don't have the network, and
Right.
they let that as what now is a standalone episode.
And also, here's the thing, dude. Now you can have 2 hours of this eventually on USA Network.
Yep.
So this is a big thing about NXT. And if AEW, I think AEW, when they go head-to-head, they're going to showcase wrestling and storytelling. NXT, if you notice, is just all wrestling.
Yeah, they have a couple of storylines going on occasionally, but it's mostly just wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah, there were like no real promos or anything like that. Again, phenomenal action, but it's just like for people, again, a small group of audiences who just really care about the in-ring action. Now, if you want, what professional wrestling was called, the soap opera for men.
Correct.
If you want more of that, which is something I miss,
Yeah.
I think AEW will be the show, and they're going to kick NXT's ass.
I'm talking about it before the show started. Why am I going to watch NXT over AEW when I can watch NXT the next day on the network?
And that's a huge thing.
That's going to be a huge mistake. Huge mistake. So I don't know.
I don't know what they're thinking of trying to do this. I mean, if WWE really... I mean, I don't know Fox's lineup. I don't know what they have going on Wednesday nights, but I would try to put Smackdown on Wednesday nights on Fox.
The Masked Singer.
Oh, the Masked Singer. That's what it is?
Yeah.
That's a big show.
Huge.
Fox not moving that.
Nope.
This Fox deal could bite WWE in the ass. It's going to allow AEW to gain some steam because,
We'll see.
if people are really curious to see what's going on with AEW, they're going to watch AEW. And then,
Wasn't
see
this-
what you said. They're going to watch NXT the next day.
I think it's kind of the same thing between WCW and WWE. People are probably going to flip back and forth the whole time.
But why flip it? But
Why it's flip back and forth?
Yeah.
The networks right there. They got to delay. They got to delay that. I don't know how they do it, but
I mean, they do it with Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, you can't do it the next day. That's big mistake.
I mean, obviously they have some sort of agreement with USA that they have to do a delay.
Probably.
So, I don't know why this wouldn't be the case. And they do need to switch it up a little bit. It's going to disappoint NXT fans because NXT fans, it seems like they just really just generally care about the in-ring action. Again, that's what it seems like. I'm a newer NXT viewer, so someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Are you going to
but-
continue watching NXT? Because we tried a little bit a couple months ago.
I'm going to watch wrestling. Dude, I'm honestly, not to sound like a snob, I'm a really busy fucking guy. I'm actually pumped for this time around with wrestling because there's just going to be so much of it, so I'm just going to catch it when I can and just watch highlights on YouTube. But if NXT falls on my schedule, then yeah, I'll watch NXT.
Okay. It's kind of interesting how, talking about, everyone's hyped, well, maybe just me, what SmackDown on Fox is going to look like. Talking about everyone changing production value, different camera angles, different sets. How do you think it was when the announcers are up, almost like a football thing? They're not on the floor. They're not by the. They're like up, like in the middle of the stadium. Did you notice that? Overlooking the crowd, overlooking the ring.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's a different angle. That's a different perspective than I've ever seen wrestling before.
Well, you got to do something different. You got to switch it up. I mean, I'm personally a fan. I'm a traditionalist. I am a fan of the commentators being by ringside because, hell, I want to see someone go through a table possibly.
Yep. You don't get that on a Raw.
Well, they have to go up to the stage and do it there. I was never a fan of it by the stage.
No, I was never a fan of it either. But whatever.
Whatevs, exactly.
That's NXT. What do you think about AEW airing commercials? Everyone was losing their shit about
Oh
this.
my god, smart move.
I heard they didn't go through USA. They went to the cable companies themselves. That's why USA or Vince couldn't say anything about it. They went
Right.
to Comcast and another cable company. I forgot what it was.
It was a really,
And bought time directly from them and not going through USA. That was a smart move.
really smart move. And obviously, shots fired.
Yeah, I would say so.
Like, you want to say you're not competing? Doing something like that says that you're competing. So why don't you just be out and open with it? Like, yes, Vince, we're coming for you. Because actions speak louder than words.
You'll find out in a couple of weeks. Actually, more than that, because AEW's rating is going to be huge. I'm looking forward to it. Give me like 4 or 5 weeks until things plateau and settle down. That's when I'm curious about the ratings.
Yeah, obviously in the next couple of weeks, it's going to be curiosity factor. Ratings going to be through the roof.
Sure.
But yeah, if they can maintain after that, after like the first month, if they still maintain that, they have something going.
So we'll find out. I think I mentioned this last week or a couple weeks ago. There's so much I wanted to talk about. But I think we're just going to narrow it down to I'm over the Fiend.
Are you really?
I'm over him. It doesn't make any sense. It's
What do you mean
stupid
it doesn't
waste-
make sense?
Stupid waste of my time. I mean, I said early in the summer, the Firefly Funhouse was the best thing on Raw.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now we get the Fiend. Okay, this is cool. This is different. All right, awesome. He's had one match, and now he's number one contender for the Universal Championship. Okay.
I agree with this. I'm not a fan of him being the number one contender right now.
Also, he's done absolutely nothing.
He's attacked a lot of people.
Yeah, lights go out and he attacks old guys. Okay, and then disappears. Like, what do I care about this? You attack Jerry Lawler? Okay, like, ooh.
You attacked a hometown favorite and
The
a
lights out.
beloved Jerry Lawler.
With his back to you, sucker. What's it? Sneak attack him. Sneak attacked him. I can't talk.
He did a sneak attack.
Thank you. But everybody, even Kane this week, like, so he's not really exuding any in-ring athleticism. He's sneak attacking these old guys.
In-ring athleticism. What are we talking about here? The guy's playing mind games.
With who?
With everyone, with the whole WWE universe. That's what he's doing. He's doing a fantastic job at that. The character is there. It's a great character. What I'm not a fan of is the fact that they're going to put him in the number one contender spot so soon. They shouldn't do that because it could kill the character. So what happens now? He has to win the championship because if he doesn't, then it's going to ruin the whole character. The Fiend was beaten in his first championship match, in his second match. You can't do that unless you give him the title. But then what?
I feel like he's getting stale already.
No, I don't think he's getting
the
stale.
same stuff. He does the same moves, same attack. Lights go out. He attacks somebody, and even the Firefly Funhouses aren't even that interesting anymore.
Putty, what are you expecting here? What do you
I
want?
don't know. That's my problem. I don't know what to expect.
Fickle. You're fickle.
Very
You're
nice.
fickle just like all the other fans. You don't know what you want.
No, I'm not, because every other fan loves this. I think I'm an odd man out here. I think I'm in the minority here for once.
I don't know.
Maybe cut a promo or do something. Maybe wrestle a match
See, here's
on
the thing.
Raw. Let me see you on Raw in a match against Bo Dallas.
I feel like this coming Raw, they shouldn't have the Fiend. They should do a
Firefly Funhouse.
thank you, Firefly Funhouse, because you don't want to overexpose the Fiend too much. You don't want to do that. I feel like there might have been maybe one or two too many attacks, but I'm still digging the attacks.
Do you give me then?
It's just a personal taste of mine.
Had this conversation leading up to the Fiend. Should we get Bray Wyatt in character as like the PV Humor, like the host, coming out in Raw? Maybe cut a promo, or do you see?
I would love to see a live
Funhouse.
Firefly Funhouse. I can't say that for whatever reason. They should do a live Firefly Funhouse. I think that would be really cool to see.
We talked about that, but
Yeah.
I just see him popping up and doing these pre-taped things, and Seth Rollins tried to talk to him, and that didn't work out because it's obviously pre-taped.
Right.
I don't know. He's losing interest in me because it's the same shit.
But again, what do you want to see?
Him wrestle.
You want to see the Fiend wrestle, but then that overexposes him.
Yeah,
I think I think the problem is the fact he's a number one contender.
Can I see Bray Wyatt wrestle then? I think we talked about this earlier. Maybe the Fiend be the demon, the Bray Wyatt.
I don't know.
The demon's not overexposed at all. He's barely even used.
He's barely even used. That's the thing. The
So
WWE doesn't know how to do a balance. I think that's the problem.
I think Bray Wyatt does. So get
Bray Wyatt does, but he's not fully in control of the character. Of course, it goes down to the fact of what Vince
I
wants.
think Bray Wyatt should wrestle, and then maybe the Fiend on pay-per-views or sneak attacks on Raw.
I don't know. I'm not.
I just think this is weird. I think this was done
Because
great.
the problem then is like you're barely going to see the Fiend, just like we barely see the Demon. Because again, WWE has
use them more.
They have no idea how to balance anything.
Honestly, I don't think the crowd really cares that much about the Demon. The crowd loves the Fiend.
The crowd does like the Demon. They get nuts about the Demon.
Maybe because they don't use them too much, but
Maybe. I'm personally.
I think that's what I want. I think give me.
I'm not huge on the Demon myself.
Give me more Bray Wyatt and the Fiend occasionally.
Yeah, I think right now, the next week or two, you need more Bray Wyatt. Actually, you know what? I take it back. The go-home episode of Raw, The Fiend, should happen.
And do what? Attack Seth Rollins again? Okay, been there, done that.
Or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not obviously a writer of Raw, but I think the Fiend definitely needs to show up for the go-home episode of Raw in somehow, some way. Right?
I don't see the Fiend doing a contract signing. You know,
exactly.
I don't see the Fiend coming down and doing something.
But Bray Wyatt should be on this week's episode of Raw,
live and in person.
Live and in person.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. We can talk about this all night.
You're just over it.
Yeah.
Who are you a fan of right now? You're over WWE in general.
Yeah, no one really is holding my attention right now. That's a good question. I'll think about it. Get back at the end of the show.
In all of wrestling right now, who's capturing your attention the most?
Impact. I haven't watched it in months.
But which guy or which woman?
I don't remember nowadays because it's been so long. The whole storylines have changed. The good guys are bad guys are good guys. The bad guys left. I don't even know what's going on in Impact anymore.
The right answer, Puddy, is Eric Jaden. Of all wrestling promotions, I said it's Eric Jaden. He's the one capturing your attention. He's capturing everyone's attention with what he does, but I'll save that for later.
Clash of Champions happened. Any takedowns in the pay-per-view?
Yeah, special pay-per-view takedown. Well, how can we not talk about it? Luke Harper, out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Literally out of nowhere. Roman Reigns going for a spear, and then boom, you get the boot. I was like, oh, good boot by Eric Rowan. Oh, it's not Eric Rowan.
These guys, the Bludgeon Brothers, were tag team champions until they got hurt. Of course, why not reunite them?
Well, the thing was, it sounded like they were going to let Luke Harper go.
They
were going to run out his contract.
He asked for his release?
Yeah. And that's why this is just such a big return, because we just thought...
That was one of the news segments I cut out last week, that Eric Rowan... No, the other guy. Luke Harper was just going to sit out. They had no interest in him.
Right.
Vince doesn't see anything in him. Even though he's a former, two-time IC champion?
Exactly. And I thought Luke Harper had a lot to bring in the ring, actually. Tremendous in-ring ability.
Big surprise.
Great character work. Like, I really dug Luke Harper a lot. I think the fans did, too.
The fans were getting into him.
I just don't understand what Vincent is seeing him, but this seems like this. Was this a work? Were we worked?
I hope we were. We don't get that much nowadays. I hope we were worked.
Like, you know what?
Good job to them.
If I'm a wrestling promoter, I'm using these
dirt sheets podcasts.
These dirt sheets to my advantage here. I'm using social media to my advantage. Let me fuck with the fans.
They even fucked with their own roster because nobody knew he was back there. They brought him in the middle of the show, much like they did with the Hardy Boys and somebody else. But it was last-minute surprise. Nobody knew he was there until they saw him on TV. And well done. I hope we were worked. I didn't work in a while. Good job.
It was well done. And Luke Harper looked great.
He did look great. My Clash of Champions takeaway is congratulations to Dash and Wilder for making history. I love history. The first tag team to win NXT, Raw, and SmackDown tag team champions.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations to them.
You know, and if any team is going to do it, it should be them, because they are really an old school classic tag team. They're probably one of the better tag teams in wrestling right now.
I don't think they mentioned it on Raw. I'm curious if they'll mention it going ahead, but yeah, I would talk about it all the time. Yeah, we're in history. This is a good notch on our belt.
Right.
Talk about it. Another thing going on SmackDown. Is it too obvious that Daniel Bryan is going to be teaming with Luke Harper and Eric Rowan now?
Well, Daniel Bryan's been wrestling face at live shows right now, so...
Yeah, it just seems like that they broke up kind of out of nowhere, and now Luke Harper's in the mix, and now he's going to team with... I assume he's going to team with Roman Reigns. It just seems like we're being worked here as well. He's going to turn...
I don't know. When you put someone through a table, it doesn't necessarily say, hey, wink, wink, we're in this together. He got thrown through a table twice.
Exactly. I can see it happening.
I don't know.
I'm going on record now. I see it happening.
At first, I thought it was going to happen, but now I'm not too sure.
I'm even more sure now. It's weird how we're both opposite like that. I'm even more sure it's going to happen now.
No. I'd be shocked if they did.
I won't.
People do want to cheer for Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, no, he doesn't want them to cheer for him. He wants to be a heel.
He likes being a heel. He's a phenomenal heel. But he's also a phenomenal face. And he was so good at being heel, people were cheering him.
Yeah. Anyway, we can talk about this all night. We got more stuff to talk about. Neither one of us are drinking, so we can't go refill our drinks. Let's get right into our 3 count.
Yes.
It's time for the 3 count.
All right, Mark, so we talked about it earlier. Luke Harper came back. A couple weeks ago, we had Sasha Banks come back. And this week on Raw, Rusev came back.
That's right. Rusev Day came back.
Looking amazing.
Rocking a stash.
So again, try to keep in theme what's going on this week. So this week's 3 count are the biggest surprise returns in WWE history. Or maybe at WCW, I don't know your list. But start with you, number 3.
Oh, my God. I didn't even think about WCW.
No. Again, there was so many to pick from. It's hard to narrow it down, but I'm curious to see how we did on number 3.
Okay, so my third pick here is the Hardy Boys when it came back to WrestleMania because, dude, I was never really a huge Hardy Boys fan.
Yeah, neither was I.
But like the fact that they kept that under wraps, like there was nothing in the sheets about this possibly being a rumor or anything like that. Like, wow. The New Day, it looked like they're about to come into a ladder match on their own, but it was like, no. Like, you hear the music, fans going ape shit. I was at a bar, I think it was at Legends, watching this WrestleMania with friends, and the whole bar went nuts too, including myself.
I thought we did know. I thought that wasn't a dirt sheet. I thought that was a rumor. That's why
it wasn't a
maybe
thing.
I'm looking back and revising history, but I don't remember being shocked. I remember, oh, okay.
No, there was like nothing. There was like
maybe I was thinking revising history here, but
they really kept that under wraps. I don't know how they did that.
I don't know either. We just saw them a couple weeks ago at the HOG. They did a show the 2 days before at Ring of Honor, I want to say, before WrestleMania. It was a big show they appeared at.
Oh yeah. They did because that was another thing too that threw it off too because they were on other promotions.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what the fuck? They're in WWE. It was awesome.
My number 3 has to do with Matt Hardy.
Okay.
I totally forgot about this until I was going back and like, oh shit, I remember this very vividly. 2005, when he came back after being released to attack Edge, when the whole Edge and Lita Matt Hardy thing happened.
Oh yeah.
When he came back, attacked him backstage, and he just beat the crap out of him, and he called them all different names, had to be dragged out by authorities.
And it came from a real place. Like, you believe that this was real. This is really going on.
WWE can kiss my ass. I'm going to see me at Ring of Honor. I'm like, what the hell happened here? What's going on? What's this? And again, I was like, wait, what? What's this? What? Because the security swarmed them? Like,
right.
I don't see security swarm guys like that unless they're not supposed to be there.
Exactly.
It's one of those things I totally forgot about, yet it came right back to me at that moment. I'm like,
no, that was well done.
Yeah. Number 2.
Number 2 is when John Cena was a number 30 entrant into the Royal Rumble, Madison Square Garden. It was after, I forgot what type of injury he had. Was it the triceps?
Was it the elbow?
Something with something with his arm.
Yeah.
And no one expected him to be back.
He was supposed to be out like months.
Yeah, months and
Came
months.
Back, 2 months? 3 months?
Yeah, so he's got like a ridiculously quick turnaround time with injuries. But
unless you were also being worked.
I don't know, but no, I don't know. Triple H looked legitimately shocked if you play back that video.
Triple H knew.
Dude, it seemed like they kept that shit under wraps. Whatever at the time being, the fans went apeshit in the Garden. No one really goes apeshit over John Cena, and the wrestlers themselves looked shocked as hell too.
Do you remember where you were when that happened?
No, I don't actually.
I was there.
There you go. That's why you remember. Douchebag.
Spent all day in the city. Met Ric Flair that day.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Hung out in his limo.
Did he really?
Yeah.
How come I'm just hearing the story now?
And then we went to see John Cena. Great return at MSG.
You hung out with Ric Flair in his limo?
Oh, he wasn't there. You didn't know we were there.
He's such a creep.
My number 2, also at MSG. For some reason, I thought I was there for this.
How do you mistake?
And then I've been so many MSG moments. I thought I was there for this.
Okay.
Because this moment is one moment that's stuck with you. But it happened in January 2002. I think that was before I started going to these live shows with Abel and the Green Man and friends from college. Triple H returning at MSG January 2002 after being 8-9 months away.
Right.
Nobody knew he was going to be there. One of those shocking returns. The roof blew off that place. And that ovation lasted a really long time.
Oh, yeah. I remember like seeing an interview with him that he was like nervous. Like there's going to be like no pop. There's going to be like
People
crickets.
Forget him. Yeah, I remember that too, yeah.
And no, like, yeah, that ovation lasted a really long time.
Huge return. One of the biggest in Triple H's career.
Oh, yeah. Like, I can't remember another time, but that was like a bigger return for him.
So our number 3 said something similar with Matt Hardy. Number 2 said something similar with MSG. Curious to see what your number 1 is.
My number 1 is when The Rock
Okay.
finally came back home.
Which one? 2011?
Yeah, when he came back to Raw to host, to announce he's going to be the host for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And, dude, I had no idea that they were going to land The Rock, that he was going to actually come back to the wrestling ring and cut one hell of a promo, like ate John Cena to shreds. And it went like tremendously over time. It was like,
of course, yeah.
It went like, 20 minutes over, I think. And, dude, I was just like marking out the whole time in my room and just like texting friends like, dude, are you watching this? Are you watching this right now? And just laughing at the lines. It was great.
I watched that clip, and I just don't remember because it was so long ago because I'm so used to him being around now.
Yeah.
I think I missed out on that surprise factor. I just don't remember.
Oh, it was
so long
such
ago,
a surprise
but,
factor because, it's like the fucking Rock.
The Rock hosting WrestleMania. He's part of the next 4 WrestleManias. 5 even, maybe?
Yeah, he had some like appearances.
He hosted 27. He wrestled the next 2. He appeared.
Yeah.
And then he appeared again. I don't know. That's a good one.
No, it was a great one, yeah.
Mine is also about somebody finally coming back home. February 2016. Shane McMahon coming back after, 8-year absence?
Right.
So pissed at myself. I watched Raw on delay. I stupidly checked Twitter and Instagram, and it was blowing up. I'm like, what's going on? I see Shane came back. I'm like, what? So I kind of robbed myself of that shock moment. But watching it again, that ovation lasted, 8 minutes? Or I'm not saying 8 minutes. It lasted a long time. Nobody knew he was going to be there.
Right.
Nobody even
I
expected
forgot
him.
about that. I don't know why. Oh, wow. That was a good one,
Oh,
too.
that was a great one. That was one of the biggest surprises. I'm like, what? So where did Shane come from? There's even no rumors or nothing on the internet about him possibly coming back.
Yeah.
Nothing about him being backstage or coming back soon to make an appearance. Came out of nowhere. And he's still around to this day.
And
now he's the best in the world.
And he looked great, too. I mean, he looked...
Oh, great, yeah.
I remember seeing, like, one picture from him, like, it was, like, when he wasn't on air anymore. I was like, whatever happened to Shane McMahon?
Yeah.
Let me Google him. He like fat, out of shape, gray. I'm like, holy shit, time did not do well for him. But now he looks phenomenal.
It was a couple months prior. There was a picture of him and Batista at some movie premiere. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, but Shane and Batista, two of my favorites. Where's Shane? And boom, here he is.
There he is.
Awesome.
Do you notice, like, a lot of these, I guess, what year was Matt Hardy? 2002, you said?
2005.
2005. John Cena was 2000. So it's
2008.
So it's like the 2000s and later we're talking about these returns.
Yeah, true.
I was really trying to think, like, before then. Like, there were really big, massive returns before then.
I think the biggest one I've seen was the Ultimate Warrior coming back to save Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
7?
I don't
8?
really remember that.
Yeah, do I? Like, okay.
Like, I don't. Like, I remember it, but I don't necessarily remember it being such a big
Ric Flair coming back to be the co-owner. That was happening in year 2000.
in 2000. But
Stone Cold had a couple of returns. I think those were in 2000s as well.
But it's funny, like, with like the age of the dirt sheets and the age of social media, like, these returns are very shocking because they did such a good job hiding it from the public.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Because beforehand, like, there was none of that shit. They could have easily just fucked with our emotions even more.
But yeah,
So kudos to WWE.
kudos as well. Great list. Great job.
Oh yeah, same to you.
So if you agree, disagree, let us know. What are your 3 biggest surprise returns of all time? Hit us up on our social medias, inbox at shadowwrestling.com or 619-343-3005. Curious to see what other people think.
Oh yeah, 'cause there are a lot to choose from.
Moving on, Mark. Next weekend, as the official podcast of BCW, BCW presents Fight for It 3 live from the Bronx, New York at St. Helena's Gym. Your boy Nikos Rikos will be in action against Azrael and Saeed Al-Sabah.
Nikos Rikos making his BCW debut. I cannot wait to see what he brings to that show.
You gonna be okay sharing a room with Vicious Vicky? You gonna be okay? You gonna be able to compose yourself?
Dude, I'm a professional through and through. I respect Nikos Rikos and Vicious Vicky's relationship, so absolutely. And I'm a married man.
Vanity takes on Tasha Steelz. The lit superstar Sebastian Cage, coming off as a very impressive performance against TJ Marconi at last show, will go against Ace that runs the place. Too good himself, Ace Andrews.
That's going to be a hell of a match.
The tournament to crown the first ever BCW Tag Team Champions will continue. The first round, Prolific will go against the NYWC Tag Team Champions, their New York Wrecking Crew.
Ooh. Can't wait to see those two teams destroy each other.
And Grit goes against South Philly's finest. The monster match prelims continue with Johnny Silver going against Chuckles, Vince Steele, and Tyree Taylor, the bad boy from Brooklyn.
Yes.
Rick Recon to go against Mario Boccara?
You know who I have to win that one?
Mario.
Fuck off, man. Rick Recon's one headshot away from being the star there at BCW.
Joey Ace go against Casey Navarro in a rematch. The Satsusan Squad will go against TJ Marconi and a mystery partner.
We know it's going to be. TJ Marconi already released his mystery partner to us. Like Anthony Gangone.
Really?
Being his tag team partner.
I hope TJ Marconi, I don't know what condition he's in.
Listen, man, it's really dumb. It's really dumb on TJ Marconi's part to do this. I mean, yes, we broke his neck at BWF 100.
Well, clearly he didn't break it. He was wrestling a couple weeks later.
I mean,
right? They can't be broken, no? I mean, Kurt Angle won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. But
I mean, the dude's on a neck brace saying, like, you know, my neck's broken, blah, blah, blah. Like, listen, the fact that the dude has to be dumb. He has to have some sort of brain damage after what we did to him to think that he can get back in the ring and face the Satsusan Squad with Anthony Gangone. Does Anthony know what he got himself into? He's just going to be carrying dead weight. That's what TJ Marconi's going to be in this match. It's going to be dead weight. But yeah, come on down, TJ. Bring your friend with you because it's going to be the same thing once again. And poor Anthony Gangone is going to suffer the same fate as you.
And your main event for the BWF BCW World Championship, Darius Carter going against Yaya, who won the opportunity at the last show. Yaya was very impressive, so this should be a hard-hitting contest. Darius Carter is rolling along, so big test for him.
Rolling along. Just rolling along. What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
The longest reigning BCW champion? People come up and he knocks them down?
Come up and knock them down?
Yeah, man. No matter what you say about Darius Carter, he backs up what he says.
Oh, please.
He had a feud going on the show.
Last time, he barely escaped. He got by with a little help from his friends there.
So did Eric at the last BWF show, so I don't know what you're talking about.
No, that was just called Payback.
And he got by with a little help from his friends.
It was just called Payback. That was something different.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This was a straight-up title match.
Okay. Whatever you say, boss.
It is whatever I say because what I'm telling you is the truth.
Okay. I believe you. Wink. Winks don't work if I say it, but wink. Ready to move on? Ready to move on? Ready to do this? Ready to wrap the show up?
Yeah, let's wrap the show up.
Any go-home thoughts for you?
I'm too sober for this shit.
Any go-home thoughts? Yeah, you and me both.
And I haven't had enough carbs, so...
Oh, that's why you're grouchy.
I'm grouchy. And go-home thoughts? My go-home thought is say your prayers for TJ Marconi, say your prayers for Anthony Gangone, because they're going to suffer the wrath of the Satsusan Squad come September 27th at BCW's Fight for It 3. May they R.I.P.
Can't wait for somebody just to smack the shit out of your face.
Who's it going to be? Is it going to be you?
No, not at all. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I guess my DMs are open. But for me, another good show for you, Mark, even though not much drinking, you're a little crabby. But another good show. Again, check out ConnorTheCrusher.com to donate for the pediatric cancer research.
If you want to find me, the Hollywood Assassin Marc Chouen, you can go to yourfavoriteactor.com. All my social media listings are there. Puddy, what do you have?
Hit me up at Marc J Puddy on across all platforms. A Shot of Wrestling on Facebook and Instagram. Shot of Wrestling, no A on Twitter. Our Twitter's blowing up, Mark.
It is.
Fantastic job over there.
Oh,
I know that's what you're doing. I appreciate it.
No doubt, man. Figure I'd do my part. But for everyone listening at home, I am the Hollywood Assassin Marc Chouen.
I've been your host at Marc J Puddy. Until next week. Puddy out. Hey, baby, I hear the bell ringing, hip tosses and body slams. Oh, my. And maybe you seem a bit confused. Yeah, baby, but I got you pinned. Ha, 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 ha. But I don't know what to do when I see them with that golden case. They're cashing it in. Authority all in my face. What is a man to do? Good night, everybody.